this game started. And the Razorbacks will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a crease. It's Braswell. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Now improvising. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense... He's not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that.
And it's caught inside the 30. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Braswell. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Braswell. Quick toss. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Braswell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. defense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet. But this offense is still in identity mode.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Jackson will throw. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play. Some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now facing a third and long. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Jackson going to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He's got an open man. Inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you?
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry up. Now from inside the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring it defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Wide open, he makes the catch. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touch. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Braswell. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
and it's caught inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
and I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? A run for the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On 4th down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the 1st down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Calls his own number. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They go to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Here They're dealing with a second and long. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go. Inside the 40, they'll mark it at the 39. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking for a crease to the left. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets... He might want another play. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking left. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hale. After the filthy move, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. With the catch, it's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama quickly back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can...
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his man. It's Hale. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick for the wide receiver position from Bama.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the grab. And he'll run. Might be calling a hot route. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's on target and complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll run the option. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Throws it back. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols.
And the Vols will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of
it. 22.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. At midfield, he's got room. Open field on the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they...
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And they weren't able to make the connection. Looking for an explosive play.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. To the air, it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Young. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On the ground, it's Young. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground.
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown time. He broke away from... They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Young. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Young. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Young. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. You don't tip the scales at $3. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On the run, it's Young. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying the left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Snares it outside. It's Lewis.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Looking for the end zone. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play.
Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bernard. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoke.